What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. It's your boy Nikki Pips back at you with another video. So I wanted to do a video here just breaking down um, these two trades or these two pairs for this upcoming week for gold and US30. So I want to kind of do my own analysis on it, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the news as well. So let's go ahead and do that now. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. So let's take a look, guys. So for Monday looks pretty good. So I know we're coming to the end of the month here. So nothing too crazy. We have some CPI for euro, but that's pretty much it. USD, we have Chicago PMI, but nothing too crazy. Let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday, we got anything for USD? We have PMI coming up at 9:45. Nothing too crazy. ISM manufacturing. Let's go into this, see what this is. So level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry. So I don't think that's going to affect USD too much or the dollar. So nothing too bad there. We got job openings. So number of job openings. So I don't think that'll sway it too much either. So and plus Mondays is just it's just the beginning of the week. So markets still gonna move, but it's just finding out where it's gonna go and with everything like that. So all right, let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday for USD. We have ADP non-farm employment change. So estimated change in the number of employed people during the previous month, including the farming industry and government. So I don't know if that's going to really move too much. That may move some things on the commodities side, or like with oil or corn or anything like that. So if you're trading futures, that may affect you, but not so much for forex. Thursday, we got some CPI stuff, but that's only for the franc. So nothing too much there. Let's see. Unemployment claims, so we may get a little bit of movement, a little bit pre-market. So, but this being the last week, doesn't look like too much. And Friday, we got a couple red folders. So average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rates. So we may get some movement here on Friday. So just be mindful of that. I would definitely wait till market open. This is definitely pre-market. So I would definitely wait for that. And that's pretty much it for news. So let's go ahead and take a look at gold. So I had marked this up earlier, so I just kind of cleaned it all out. So I just want to take you guys through how I do an analysis. So I'm going to start with the weekly here. So we'll kind of see what the last couple of weeks have done and kind of where we're going. So as we kind of zoom out a little bit, you'll see. So you'll see, like as a whole, we were kind of consolidated here, and then we went up. So we've been in an uptrend since 2018. So kind of look at that progress, and then here we kind of consolidated a little bit, dipped a little bit, and then now we're back up. So I'll kind of zoom into this a little bit. So since we are at the end of the month, well, we can kind of go through. So let's see, where was the beginning of the month? July. Let's see, not too much movement. So July 3rd right here. So we've been in an uptick. So we've been in an uptrend so far. So the whole month. So looks like we may have a little bit of pullback and then continue to the upside here. I think we're gonna test this level here. So I think we're gonna test this level right here. So if not, then of course we're gonna test these lows for sure. Test these lows right here. So we'll kind of see where the direction of the market's going to go. So with that being said, I like to mark this up a little bit. So I'll just mark on the daily. So let's go ahead and mark this up a little bit. So let's kind of find our key areas here. So kind of our support and resistance. So as we can see here, it's kind of consolidated. It's kind of going up, down, up, down, up, down. So my opinion, I believe we're gonna test these lows right here. So because if we see here, we had an uptrend, and then now we were starting to make lower highs. So I think this is gonna pull back down to here, and then pull back up, and then we're gonna come back down. So I think we're gonna be targeting this area right here. So we could very well be targeting these lows here. We're gonna take out all this right here. Take out all that sell side. Excuse me. So let's do a little bit of markup. We'll definitely mark this up right here. That's the it's the previous low right there. So that's going to be our support level. So we'll look for other key levels where it's hit multiple times. So let's see. So we can see here it kind of like bounced in and out. So it did break out a little bit. So, but then it came back down and then it broke this area right here. So I'd like to put this like right here. That's gonna be a level of interest right there. Pull this back a little bit. Because as you can see, it even hits this previous level here. It hit this high. So we'll keep that there. And then let's look for another area where it's hit. So this is another area that I see. So let's go ahead and mark that area. So because it hit multiple times here. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5. So hit a lot of times there. And then of course we'll have our resistance level here. So definitely get that in there. All right, so there's our levels of interest right there. So I'm going to keep these gray for the daily. And then we can go down to the 4-hour. And then we can do some other markups. 4-hour. So we'll do that a different color, obviously. So of course, we'll do right here. It says support level. We'll do this like your green. I had these alerts here, and it actually hit. So another one here, over that one. All right, so we got another area of interest right here, which is already marked up, so that's good. And then I would say another level right here. All right, so those are my two levels. So if it breaks through here, then of course we can look a little bit higher here. So our next, I would say, area of interest, if it goes past this point, if it surpasses 1986,993, then I'll be looking for it to hit here. So I'll put a trend line here, horizontal line, for it to hit. Next area will be right there. I'll make that red. That's where I see it. I see it going. So as of right now, I think we're going to test this low again, and it may surpass it, and we may target this low, or very well this low here. So if it does happen to pull back as it's doing right now and then continue to the upside, it's definitely going to hit here and then make it a slight pullback and then going to continue up. So because technically right now, I want to say we're in a downtrend right now. So it's currently where we're looking on the 4 hours. So we'll go down to the 1 hour here. Let's see. Yeah, so personally, I feel like we're in a downtrend right now. So that's going to be our next point of interest right here. Is right here, right there. That color. So I always take my entries on the 5 minute. So for instance, I would go down on this 5 minute right here, and you kind of see where we're at right now. So you can kind of see we're in the downtrend right now. So yeah, we're definitely moving in a downtrend. So we're gonna get some pullback, and then I'm believing it's gonna hit down here. So if that were the case, then you could literally take your marker, choose a short position there. You always want to put your stop loss at the previous high there, and then just take it down. So you can be conservative. You can, I'd say, go to this previous low right here. So you get a nice 1 to 4 risk to reward. So, but this is going to be a really tight stop loss. So I believe it's going to push up a little bit more. So I would actually bring this up here to that previous high there. So you give yourself some wiggle room and bring this down to this next point here. So that'll yield you a 1 to 2. So see, even as we're talking about this, we're going through this, you can see it's already pumping to the upside right now. So, but that's why the importance of your stop loss. You don't want to have it too close to where you're going to get stopped out. So that's a key point right there. So a good 1 to 2 risk to reward is great. You only want to risk no more than 1 to 2% of your account. If you have a smaller account, I would recommend doing 0.5 to 0.75 until you can build that capital up. So, but that's where I'm predicting to see gold as of right now. All right, let's go to US30. So as you can see here, I kind of marked it up already. So I'll just clear this out. And then we'll go to the weekly here. Let's see what it's been doing. All right, so wait for this to clear up really quick. So as we see here, a weekly. So we got a little bit of red here. So pretty much for the month of July, we've been in an uptrend. So and we broke this previous low right here. So it looks like we're gonna get a little bit of pullback. So let's mark this. We'll mark this where it is right now. And then I'll mark this as the overall weekly high. All right, so we'll go down to the daily here, and then we'll mark our key areas. So technically, from what I see, so of course we had some uptrend here. We pulled back and have been kind of consolidating a little bit. But now we have this uptrend area right here. So with that being said, like I said, let's mark this up a little bit. So let's get these lows right here. Make this gray. I'd like to pull this. So you always want to look to the left because that's where a lot of key areas could be repeated and hit. So you want to make sure you look at those areas. So let's look at some other key areas here. So we have some areas right here that definitely got hit. So not only got hit once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So I got hit multiple times here. So as you can see, it's a little bit smaller. So as you see here, we had some action here where it pulled up, rejected, came back down, pulled up, spiked, and then pulled all the way down, consolidated, pulled back into this zone, pulled back down, back into this zone. So it never broke this zone. So then, of course, it came down again, came back up, down, back up into this same area, and then kind of same thing, up, down, and then boom, then we finally broke through. So it broke through finally on the 14th, so July 14th. So ever since then, we've been in an uptrend. So it looks like now we're going into a little bit of consolidation here. So we got to kind of see how this is going to play out. So our key area right now is to see if this candle is going to break through this area right here. So if it does, so we can mark this also. Mark this area. So see, we have some key areas right here that it hit around. So let's get this down a little bit. Yeah, so it hit here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So this is another key area. So So if that's the case, this could very well come back up into here. So we'll continue to the upside. Yeah, because there's nothing else to really be taken out as far as liquidity. So we could continue up to the upside and fulfill this area right here. So we have all this area right here. So we may hit here and then continue, we may get some pullback and pull back down to take out these lows. So that's what I'm seeing on that. So it's like a 4 hour. So as we can see, we hit that area, and then we had a big pullback back down to this area. And then we're back up, and then I believe it's going to pull back a little bit more, and then we're going to continue to the upside. So that's kind of my overall prediction there. So we can still mark this up. So you can see what it's doing. So it's been going up, going down, up, down, up, consolidating a little bit, up, consolidating, up, down, up. Yeah, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to come down a little bit and then back up. So I think we're definitely going to see that. So we're going to see something like this, like that. That. And then I think it's going to break through this. And then, like I said, so from this point, the next area I'm going to see it's going to hit is, of course, here. So this is what I'm looking for. So it's going to hit this area here. And then next area of interest will be, of course, I'd say up here. Right up here. So, and then, of course, next spot's here. So those are where I see it hitting the next points of interest. And then again, I'm going 5 minutes. So I'm not going to go an hour in this one. So this is where we're at right now. Yeah, we've got a lot of room here. So the way it's looking right now is we are in a downtrend. So, but right now I feel like it's in a small consolidation, but it's going to continue up because if you actually pull this back a little bit, I actually feel like we're in an uptrend, to be honest. So you see here, kind of got 3 points: point A, point B, point C. So this is really counting. It could be point C, but this is more in alignment. So I highly doubt it's going to break through here. I think it's going to just only continue up and target these highs here. So that would be my area of interest right here. Is next spot. Next spot it's going to hit is these areas right here. So I would personally, if I were to take a trade, I would literally, of course, wait to see if it's going to pull back a little bit more. But if it continues up, then of course you can take your trade. You're going to take a long position. Set your trade right here. Stop loss is going to be this previous low, and then I would say you could ride it all the way up to here. So that'll give you a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So that'll be a good trade right there. So if you want to be a little bit on the conservative side, I'd say target this area right here. That's only going to give you a 1-to-1. So of course you don't want to do that. You want to have at least a 1-to-2. So you can target this high right there. So that'll give you a nice 1-to-2, so 2.43. That's what I would look at right there for that. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's my analysis. Coming up this week, I'm personally not going to trade until Tuesday. I'm going to set my rule to Tuesday through Friday. I'm going to let Monday do its thing, so we can kind of get a better idea of where the market's going to go. So, but this is kind of my prediction of where we're going to see this week on gold and US30. So appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, if you guys can do me a favor, comment, like, and subscribe on this video, and stay tuned for some other videos. All right, peace, guys.